This video is on the if statement 5 sheet. This is similar to Chapter 7, Project 6C, but of course I'm going to tell you a little more information. So in this case, first thing I want to do is change row 2 to be wrap text. And just so you know, in case you haven't run across it yet, when you turn on wrap text, Word doesn't really differentiate between what's a word and what's not a word. So you need to manually resize it so that an entire word stays on one line. If your row gets really tall, then you need to resize the row so it fits the text that's in that row. So same as resizing a column, to resize a row, you point to the horizontal line underneath the row number. Once you get the double arrow, double click. So this if statement is going to be, is current quantity in B less than or below minimum quantity in C? And if it is, it's going to say reorder now, and if it's not, it's just going to leave this entry blank. So again, I do not want you to click on each cell and type in reorder now. That's not the point. In an if statement, if any value changes, then the answer in the formula will automatically change, and that's the whole goal. So I'm going to go to fx, category is logical, function is if. My logical test is B3 below or less than C3? If the answer is true, I'm going to type reorder now. Now, right now I'm not typing this in quotes, but notice when I go to the next box, it puts it in quotes. If you're typing in the formulas manually without going to the wizard, you have to put quotes around any text. Now, value of false, because I wanted to display either reorder now or a blank, I have to put in quote space quote, so it shows up really as either reorder now or a space. You're not actually going to see the space. I hit OK. Copy the formula down. So the first one is blank because 24 is not less than 24. 22 is less than 24, it says reorder now. 0.75 is less than 1, it says reorder now. If I were to change current quantity in B3 to be 23, then it would automatically change to reorder now. If I were to change it to 25, then it would change back to being blank. So again, don't just click on cells and type in reorder now. That's not the point of the whole if statement. Now let me show you something else, because earlier I said you didn't have to put in a no statement. So here's my question, my logical condition. Here's my true, reorder now. Make sure your commas are outside of your quotes, because it's question, comma, what do you do if it's true, comma, what do you do if it's false? Well, I'm going to change this and delete the false part so you can see what it does. So I click on the cell where the formula is, I go back to fx, puts me back in the wizard. So if I delete value of false, what it's going to do is give me an answer of the word false, in case you ever run into this. If I copy my new and improved formula down, then my answer is false, reorder now, reorder now, reorder now, false, false. So what I did differently is I took out the false part of the formula. So you can do that, but just know when you do that, you get an answer of false. That's just what happens. That's how Excel if statements work. So I'm going back to fx, and value of false, I'm just going to type in quote space quote. So it has something other than a 0 or the word false. And now I copy this down as my latest and greatest formula, so the answer is space. Reorder now, reorder now, reorder now, space. Thanks.